I'm Brad Maggard from Maggard Razors, and you're watching Sharpologist.com.
Sharpologist.com.
Hi, Mantic59 here with Brad Maggard of Maggard's Razors. We're at the big Maggard's Razors meetup event in Michigan, and I wanted to sit down and chat with Brad for a few minutes and see how things are going. Brad, thank you for sitting down with me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Not a problem.
So I guess my first question is, why here, why now, what's going on?
Well, last year we had a very small kind of informal meetup with a lot of our customers, and we decided to kind of make it a little bit bigger this year, do a little bit more planning, and really it's just a customer appreciation sort of event, and obviously we've drawn in a lot of people from around the country this year, and we're pretty excited about that, and hoping it should be a good time. So it's really just, we don't really concentrate on trying to sell people things. We just like to meet them and talk to them, and that's basically kind of the core of our business anyway.
Okay.
And right. So I just enjoy everything wet shaving, and so that's pretty much where we're at. So
well, Adrian, Michigan is not exactly a huge place. Is this
right.
where you're from?
It is.
Oh, so this is your hometown?
It is. And the nice thing about internet-based business is that it doesn't matter where you are.
Yep,
you can be successful. And so obviously, I think, in fact, being somewhat in the Midwest, it's probably to our benefit just because of the fact that we can ship a lot of places in the country relatively quickly.
Oh, okay.
And so it doesn't make sense really to move away from Michigan right now.
So what inspired you to start this business in the small town of Adrian?
Yeah. Well, I have my wife to thank for my very first kit, and then I have you to thank for getting me into double-edge razors. And then very quickly, I got into straight razors, and that was really my passion. Acquired too many too quickly, sold a few, made a few dollars, reinvested in some more, and did it again and again. And eventually I got to the point where I was doing some refurbishment work on straight razors. And so that little hobby turned into what was 30, 40, 50 razors sitting on the shelf waiting for work. And I was really to the point where I didn't want to work in my cold Michigan garage anymore. And so it was a logical step to try to find a nice heated place where I could set up a workshop. And so that's what actually started our business, was setting up that workshop and deciding as long as I was there, maybe I would open the door and stock a few products.
Oh.
And so we did that, and I think it was probably the largest risk of my life, was to take a Discover card and buy $10,000 worth of product.
Oh,
and
my God.
That is what started Maggard Razors, and now we have about $750,000 of product in our store. We have 1,900 different SKUs, products, and it's 10 people on the payroll, and it's growing like gangbusters. So.
Wow. So how long did it take, how long was the time frame between going from something like a hobby to a full-fledged business?
I would say that I started really working on straight razors kind of semi-professionally in 2010, and I decided to start up that little workshop at the end of 2012. So it was about a 2-year period where I was working on things, and that's what kind of started it out. And then
what were you doing before? What was your job?
Unfortunately, I still am, but that will change in July. But my day job is a network engineer for a local college here, and so I'm an IT guy, and so it made sense to start e-commerce purely based on the fact that all of those costs were none. So I run my website and do all the design and all of that stuff. So makes sense.
Do you get a fair amount of traffic normally through the store, or is it obviously the vast majority is online? But do you get traffic through the store with people getting into a shaving?
We have around 40 to 50 walk-ins a week, and so it's not a huge number, but it's a fair number. Most of the guys that walk into the store have driven at least an hour to get here, so they're from the more larger populated areas. But it's about 5% of our sales are in store, and the other 95% are online. So we're shipping around 3,500 orders a month right now.
What's your most popular product shipping through the store? Sure.
I would say that our most popular products are probably our Maggard branded products, just because of the fact that we're the only place you can get them. But real close behind that, we sell a large amount of Pro Raso products, mostly because it's one of the things that it's kind of a staple of the wet shaving community. A lot of people start with it. It's recommended by a lot of people. In terms of artisans, probably our best sellers are Barrister & Mann, and I think he has great products, and he really interfaces well with his customers, and he's got really good organizational skills and all the seasonal releases and everything. He's always has something new and interesting, and so Barrister & Mann is one of our better artisans in terms of sales. So,
what's your favorite product?
My favorite product, I have a lot of them. I would say that it's kind of to the point where there's so many good artisan soaps out there that you can't say that this is my favorite performing product. So it really boils down to scents. And so I'm a huge citrus fan, and so I love lime scented soaps. We have a little company called First Canadian. They have a limes, like a bay rum and lime, and that's fantastic. I'm a big Captain's Choice fan. I like their bay rum aftershave. It's fantastic, and I use some of our own house brand stuff too. The Maggard Limes and Bergamot was kind of me and Maria Arman, who makes our soaps for us. It was kind of like a little back and forth to get that scent right, and so that one was kind of somewhat my own doing, and so I like that one a lot too.
Are your Maggard products distributed in other places besides Maggard, or are you pretty much exclusive for your own products? Yeah,
they're really not. We really tried to bring the pricing down to the point where it really allowed a lot of people to get into the hobby. I mean, with $17.95 razors, there's not a lot of room there for us to be able to distribute them out to other places, and so we kind of cut out the middleman and just pass on the savings to the customer, and we sell upwards of 1,000 Maggard razors a month, and so we're starting off just huge numbers of people in this hobby, and I'd like to hope that we're helping the market grow, and so that was kind of one of our goals when we set out with that line of razors, and we've improved on them several times, and it's to the point where we're really proud of them, and so that's something that we will continue to work on. So, yeah.
So what's next for Maggards?
I have a few projects in the works. A little bit of R&D money is going into them. Can't really say much, but hopefully things turn out well. Tried some of this stuff in the past and it didn't work out well, and so you can just kind of cross your fingers and hope that things go well, and can't really say much more.
Okay, well that's fair enough. All right, well Brad, thank you for sitting down with me.
Not a problem.
I appreciate your time, and if anyone has any questions, please go to the Maggard Razors website.
Sure.
And
you can find our email address on the About Us page, and I'd be happy to answer anything, or you can always send us a message on Facebook.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Sure.
Hi, my name is Mark, otherwise known as Mantic59, and my channel is all about what your father didn't teach you about shaving.